कैसे हैं आप सभी? So today we'll talk about AI, right? Nowadays it is getting very popular, right? Everyone talking about ChatGPT, AI. It will change the world. So let's understand basic what it is, right? Okay. So like AI is basically like uh, means it is the combination of deep learning and machine learning, right? So that it can perform the actions which a normal human does, right? So here, if you can see, right, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, right? So it performs tasks normally requiring human intelligence. Okay. So now let's understand from some examples. Okay. So in machine learning also, right, earlier traditional programming we used to write programs. Now machine learning, there are two kinds of models: unsupervised and supervised learning model, right? Machine learning is like it automatically learns by its own, right? Like a child, like you tell them that it is a fire, right? It would catch, it would be hot if you touch, so they learn from that. So similar way, supervised learning is guided learning, right? We provide certain instances from the past results. They can predict the future, right? Future sales and all. Unsupervised learning is something old data is not there, and they can basically groups the results into the meaningful form, right? So like if you are aware of the programming side, if you input something to the model, it would return the result, and if there is any deviation, we train our data set to make it with less errors, right? So that it match the results. But in unsupervised, it is not like that. With different data models, it generates the different output. Okay, now let's take some real examples, right? The unsupervised, supervised, we already talked. There is reinforced deep learning, right? So basically, what is deep learning? It uses artificial neural network, allowing them to process more complex patterns, right? So that they can solve numerous complex problems, right? Because input data can be a wide variety of range, and the desired output is not directly related to the input data, right? So that's why machine learning models comes in the picture. Now let's talk about neural network will come it later on. It would be complex for you. Let me give a simple basic example, right? So basically now generative AI, right? Generative AI is getting more popular, right? Generative AI is our chat GPT and the AI which can generate images, text and all, right? So earlier with discriminative model, what we show, right? Earlier, like we used to do programs, we used to write a class, right? A dog, it has two legs, two eyes, two ears, one nose, and it barks, so that it can be classified as a dog. But now generative eyes, we have provided a image of a dog, right? Now generative AI can generate a image of a dog, a unique image, right? So it can generate new images. Later we will talk about some tools as well, so that it would be fun, not a boring session for you. Let's proceed further. Okay, let not bore you about that. Okay, so traditional programming, right? Earlier we used to write what I quoted an example. So cat, it is an animal, it has four legs and all. We classify that, and then result was this is a cat, this is not a cat, right? So this is was a traditional programming. Now machine learning and neural network, what has arrived is, so generative language models are there, right? Lambda, Palm, GPT, right? Chat GPT is popular. So right, lots of data has been fed into the system. Right now, the system has learned everything. Let's say about cats and other millions of other concepts related to that. So now, when we ask this, right, give a prompt, what is a cat? So it would provide us the results. and each time results would be unique, right? So it's not a defined set, so it just act as a normal human does. Okay, so generative AI we already talks, right? When given a prompt, generative AI uses the model, right, to generate a new content. Okay, now can be language models, right? Language models in the sense ChatGPT you are typing and it is more elaborating, it is generating text to text, right? It can generate text from one language to text to other language. Generative image models is like we to tell it, right, ki create an image with a satellite and a moon, and it should have a uh, astronaut there, so it would create an image, right? So you don't need to learn the concept of UI UX, right? How Photoshop and all hands-on professional experience you don't need. You just name it and it would draw it for you. Okay, now let me summarize. Okay, so animation text, right? It can be based on various. So this is some example, right? ChatGPT, what it is doing, right? So basically, for any model to work, there requires a large amount of data, right? Billions of parameters and unsupervised learning, right? So that's why you might have came, right, why ChatGPT is free and now newer version which they are developing is a paid one. So basically, the AI models, the generative AI models also need a large amount of data so that they can train and refine themselves. So that's why millions of people across the globe are using various, say, AI tools. So their models are improving, and later on, you like internet, you pay, right? It is a must for your life. So same as you need to pay something, and you will get ease your life in return. So this is the future of AI. Okay. Sometimes, right, incorrect. There are some downsides as well, right? It may be biased, it may have different result, but yeah, that's okay. So yeah, let me conclude over this only and we'll give you some examples to try on, right? So right now I was exploring the Google Gen AI Studio. Yeah, I will create another video, short video, so that you can try some tools that are available in market and have fun. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks guys, have a nice day. Okay.